The first thing I want to say is that we have to do our part to connect to the people on the ground. This is a very strange war in which the people of only one country are doing the fighting. This is a war with international implications, not just for Europe and North America, but for Asia. It's in many ways a world war, but it's a world war in which only one country is doing the resisting. In a strange way, because they've resisted so well, they're alone. They've lasted so long, and therefore they're alone. When you ask for a historical comparison, I think of 1938 or 1939. Poland held off the Wehrmacht for a while, longer than people remember, at great losses, but it was a matter of weeks, not years, and so others had to come in. Because the Ukrainians have resisted so well, no one else has had to fight yet. And so I don't think we appreciate how much they are doing for us, and that therefore our duty has to be to bring the things to them that they need. It's shocking, given our economic preponderance, and this is my second point, how slowly we have mobilized that. It's a mistake of the 21st century to think that economic preponderance automatically leads to some kind of victory. You have to find creatively the ways to move that economical preponderance onto the battlefield. And we have not been creative enough about that, and we have not been quick enough about that. If we compare what we have done, with all due respect to the leaders of my own country and European friends, if we compare it to all the improvisations, all of the workarounds that Roosevelt found or Churchill found, we're not up to that standard. And that's the standard that we have to hold ourselves up to. The next point that I want to make, which I think is very important, is this idea of duch svobody, the spirit of freedom, that this is all one struggle. When Secretary Clinton speaks of cyber war, this is an example of how what the Ukrainians are doing is part of one struggle, which affects all of us. They're just doing 10,000 times more than everyone else, but it's nevertheless one struggle. We can't do without the category of victory, right? Last thing. Secretary Clinton used the word victory. Mr. Yermak talked about winning. You don't always win wars, but you never win them unless you set victory as the goal. We have to set victory as the goal. In 2024, the Europeans have to help the Ukrainians hold the line, with or without the Americans. I'm optimistic about March, I'm optimistic about November, but with or without the Americans, the word that we all have to use is victory. If we don't set that as the goal, it's not clear what we have to do in the meantime. Thank you.